Nice. Okay, hello, dear friends. William here. This is
Viktor.
Viktor Reuter, the bass player in the Grand Finale band. Well, I don't know why I always say that. The Grand Finale band, I usually say in English.
Grand Finale band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the William Soovik Grand Finale band.
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Anyways, he is the bass player in the Grand Finale. William Soovik Grand Finale, as I say in Swedish. Yes, hello. And today we are talking with him about who he is.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Maybe we'll find out something new. Maybe you'll find out something new.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Who knows? There's some music playing in the background, even though we can't hear it right now. But as of right now, I think it is a track from... Yeah, what's this?
This is a record we recorded with a piano trio.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a lockdown, well, not lockdown, but COVID project.
Was it?
At least the recording was.
Ah.
It was in, we were at Gustav's studio.
Yeah.
Pretty much mid-pandemic.
Aha.
I think we started the trio before the pandemic,
Yeah.
but the recording session was done during the height of the pandemic.
Oh, I don't remember when that was. Like in the 2021 or something?
Yeah, I think like the recording session was either 2020 or 2021.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's cool.
Yes.
So it's us two and then a great piano player called Carl Magnus.
Yeah, it's true.
And
he's also... I don't know where you can hear him. He's on... oh, hello. My phone. Someone's calling from Borås.
that's never a good sign.
No, that's never a good sign. Don't want to talk with people from Borås. Kalle, the piano player, you can hear him on this album, obviously, and also on the record with Beloveds, right?
Yeah.
Shanna Riedel's band.
And also most of the music from Maria Palmqvist.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. And an old record as well that I play on with Solbergs Amigos. Yeah, with
Classic.
Yeah, classic, wonderful music from Åsmund Solberg, our Norwegian guitar hero. So that's nice. Anyways, I want to talk to Viktor today about some stuff. So, who are you?
Wow.
No, but you're from Skåne?
Yeah, I am from Skåne.
Yeah, specifically.
From a small, well, medium small town in northwest Skåne called Ängelholm.
Ängelholm.
Famous
Some great musicians from Ängelholm.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Jill Johnson.
Jill Johnson, all right.
It's maybe not who you
but
were thinking about.
She's probably maybe the most famous one.
Yeah.
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 But I might have been thinking about other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some great music
Yeah.
from Ängelholm.
Is Petter Eld from Ängelholm?
Nej,
No.
I don't.
No, he's from Gothenburg.
He's from around here.
Yeah.
Isn't he from the Skärgården?
Ah, maybe he is. Yeah, that's true.
Anton Eger,
Anton Eger, yes. That's who I was
super
thinking about.
drummer.
Super drummer, yeah.
He's from Ängelholm.
Some other bass player, right?
Yeah. Nils Ölmedal.
Ja, just det. Yeah.
He's from Ängelholm.
Wow. Cool.
And for sure some more people that I'm blanking on right now.
It's okay.
Yeah.
And you, of course.
Yeah, well.
And the Reuters.
And the Reuters.
The Reuter clan. because you are kind of a musician's clan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have 3 older sisters.
Yeah.
And they, since a couple of years, they all live in or around Ängelholm.
Yeah.
And they are. My oldest sister plays the piano, and the next one plays violin, and the third one plays the cello.
Wow.
And then I play the bass.
Yeah. And so you have a little chamber ensemble.
We have somewhat of a chamber ensemble.
Yeah.
It's not an active band, to say the least.
No.
But we have the possibility if we want to.
The instruments are there, at least.
The instruments are there.
Yes,
yeah.
and the people.
Yeah.
And your dad is also.
Yeah, he's a retired. He doesn't play anymore.
Not at all.
No,
Oh.
I think he put the violin on the shelf
All right. Yeah.
and went out to the garden.
Yeah, that sounds nice,
Yeah.
though. Yeah, I like that. Was there ever an option to playing a string instrument, like when you were younger, or when you were starting out? Was there ever like, yeah, I want to play the keyboard, or I want to play the drums?
Yeah, I don't know. I remember that I was kind of. I know that I was at some point. I wanted to play the drums, but then I think there was some really careful and like low-key influence, like Inception shit going on from I don't know if it was my dad or it was like, because I started playing the violin when I was like 4 or something, but I really didn't like it, so I stopped, and then I think there was some years of like my family trying out different. Yeah, what do you think about the viola? Maybe. And then at some point, double bass. That's pretty cool, huh? And I was like, yeah, that could be nice. And then there was like, some time of this. Yeah, I think you should play the double bass. That'll be fine. So when I arrived at the Kulturskola, where you get to try different instruments, I was already.
You went straight for the bass.
I went straight for the bass, and I played Köttbullar med lingon.
Nice. Meatballs with lingonberries.
Yeah.
Classic Swedish
tune. And also food.
And food, yes, it's true.
So at that point, it was like, it was already settled.
Yeah, and there was no looking back ever.
No, but I like my instrument.
Yeah.
And
but it was a lot of people who start playing bass start out on the electric bass.
Yeah,
I feel like. Or I mean, of course, if you're in the classical world, some people start, of course, with the double bass.
But if you're in the jazz world where we met, the common thing is probably to start with the electric bass and then you go for the acoustic.
You started more in the classical field, yeah.
Yeah, I started playing classical bass. And then in high school I started playing jazz a bit, or like other kind of music, and then I applied for the folkhögskola.
Yeah.
And that's where we met.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's quite hard to get into some of those folkhögskolor. I mean, the level of the people who go there are quite high. And if you just started playing jazz in high school, that's like 3 years then until you applied. You must have practiced like a motherfucker.
Like a motherfucker. And then I think also I had a lot. I had some advantages, like playing the double bass already.
Oh yeah,
Like
it's true.
Like
Maybe reading and all that
reading
stuff.
and like I don't know, like producing sound on the acoustic bass. So I think I was not as good as it sounded like.
You sounded better than you were.
Exactly, exactly. And I think I still do.
Don't we all?
That's
Yeah, it's true.
I had a decent sound.
Yeah.
And I think that helped me. But yeah, I was practicing.
Yeah, of course.
A lot for a while.
Yeah. It sort of baffles me sometimes now when I think about it. When since I'm teaching quite a bit now, like younger kids, and you teach as well. But I think so much about that when I have the younger kids. Like the amount of practicing you need to do just to be able to do like the most basic things on any instrument. It's like it's mind-blowing, really, in some ways. Or I mean, not maybe the most basic things, but to get to a certain level where you can actually do this for a living. It's when I think about that now, I'm so impressed by all of the people.
You're so impressed by yourself?
By myself, oh my God.
Yeah.
No, but yes, but yeah, as well, but by all of, or not impressed by, it's like when did I have time to practice so much, and how, it's sort of mind-blowing to think about, like the amount of work people have put in.
There's some hours that has to be put down.
For sure.
Yeah.
But why the jazz thing? I mean, how did that happen? Did you have friends in high school and stuff who were into that kind of music, or was it just a natural thing when you played the double bass that you were also sort of?
Yeah, I think that like that option always existed as playing double bass, and I think that was always, since I started playing the double bass, something like exciting that I was looking at from a distance.
Was that sort of a rebellious thing in your family too, like going to the jazz side, coming from a classical?
I mean, for sure, it was my very low-key teenage rebellion, telling my dad when I was, I don't know, 17 or something, that I wanted, because last year of high school I switched my main instrument, so I wanted to take jazz bass lessons instead of classical bass lessons, and that was my teenage rebellion.
Yeah.
And it was a kind rebellion. Yeah. But nevertheless. Yeah. So I mean, during high school, I met people that were playing jazz, and I was also, I think, at least when I started high school, I was the only acoustic bass player.
All right.
Double bass player in the school. So
you got a lot of playing time, I suppose.
Yeah.
With like bands and stuff.
Or just like people wanted to play jazz tunes.
Yeah.
And I for sure at that point did not know what I was doing.
Yeah,
I was just playing notes on all the 4 beats of the bar.
Isn't that just what like playing walking is?
Well, it is. There's not much more to it.
Yeah.
But I remember my youngest sister's at that time boyfriend, now husband. He is a guitar player, and he taught me. I was jamming on a B-flat blues with him.
Cool.
And he just taught me. I think he wrote down like one chorus of walking bass for a B-flat blues.
All right. Yeah.
And then I was just jamming on that for hours, like just with the drummer.
Yeah.
In high school, when I just started, we could just play, just like I played the same chorus of walking,
nice.
and he just played some ching ching-a-ding.
Yeah.
and it's pretty sweet.
It's one of those things that you hear like people talk about. I feel like when you listen to like famous jazz musicians, like I used to sit for hours just playing the walking bass, like with the drummer just playing quarter notes or something.
Yeah.
Seems like one of those rites of passages maybe that you should do. I've never done that though, but
no, I mean I think when people talk about it, I think they at least vary their walking bass. I mean, I think they were maybe at different. This was very.
You had your chorus. And you played that one.
I played that one.
Yeah.
Still do.
Still do. Maybe it wasn't really.
It's a good chorus.
It's a good chorus.
Yep.
But you've learned some others since. Right?
I've learned to vary it, and I've learned to transpose it.
Yeah.
To also F.
Oh, nice.
And
that's a good key.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say, I've learned 2 more.
Well, soon.
Yeah, soon. If you have 3, then you're,
all set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So then it was jazz.
Then it was jazz for a while, yeah.
And now you've sort of come back more and more to the classical world.
Yeah. For some years I didn't play any classical music, and then after I finished the university, a few years later I just came back to playing classical music, and then it turned out to be quite well paid, and there was some jobs, and now at least money-wise, that's a big part of what I do right now.
Yeah, of course.
Playing. And nowadays I play a lot of the Baroque old music, which I really enjoy.
Nice.
And I really think it's it turns out that it's music that is quite close to my heart.
Yeah.
It's it's really rhythmical. Yeah. And but it's still very, very much acoustic, and I don't know what speaks to me so much, but I just enjoy it very much. And
there seems to be like an overlap, in my mind at least, between quite often people who are very good improvisers and people who play a lot of Baroque music. Like people I've see sometimes in like free improvising stuff, who are also like really into playing Baroque music. Do you or is that just something I've made up?
No, I think there's like the connection between like this really early music and really contemporary improvised music is a lot more common than the connection between like high romantic classical music and like modern classical music and improvising.
Why do you think that is?
I think there's like for one thing there is like the more an improvising element in the early music and the Baroque music with the like the music that is written down is not very the sheet music is often very naked. It's like the music and nothing else, and there's a lot of room for embellishments and interpreting, and also in various degrees improvising. And and then there's the rhythmical sense of the music, where it's a lot of that early music is music for dancing.
Yeah.
So you need a steady beat and like the old saying that Bach is the godfather of walking bass. Or So I think there's. I don't have a good answer, but I think there's like some interesting connections.
Yeah, I remember you showed me some. I can't remember what it was now. You showed me some songs or tunes or pieces. I don't know what you call them, and they were like super groovy. It was a sort of a 12/8 thing, or like super. It was swinging.
It's swinging.
Yeah. I sort of get that thing too. Like that feels more connected to maybe. Or the stuff that I've heard, at least I know very little about Baroque music, and I don't listen much to it, but the stuff that you showed me, for example, and the stuff that I've heard, it feels closer to maybe more contemporary rhythmic music than say like contemporary classical music or art music, like classical art music or something, which seems much more like something else completely. I don't know. It's interesting.
It's but it's so that's it's been kind of an interesting development for me. But then I still play jazz, and I play with William Soovik Grand Finale band.
Yes, you do.
And
with honors.
And then at special occasions I play some electric bass.
Yeah, that's true. It seems like you've sort of evolved to being this sort of Swiss Army knife kind of drummer.
Drummer.
Oh no.
Well, maybe not drummer, but
bass player.
Yeah, I think I took a few years ago. I felt, because when I really started to branch out into doing different things, I felt like if I'm gonna do this, I'm not gonna be really great at one specific. I mean, if you specialize in one thing, you're gonna get really good. But that I never felt that was really me.
Yeah.
I get more joy from doing different things.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with being okay on many things.
Yeah. I think you're being quite humble now too. But I mean, you do have to quote Liam Neeson in Taken, a particular set of skills.
Well, yeah.
I mean, there are. I mean, maybe it's not super common that a lot of bass players are like quite well versed in like the classical world as well as the jazz world, and also being like quite used to playing like with a bow and electric bass too. I mean, it's or I don't know. It feels like there aren't too many bass players of that.
Maybe.
Kind.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah. There's. That's kind of a particular set of skills.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it feels like I've found a quite nice little corner for myself.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. Nice. And how about? I know that you write some music sometimes. We've played some stuff, some tunes of yours. Do you compose like music these days, or do you ever like?
Well, short answer is no.
No.
but to elaborate,
Yes, please.
I'm kind of searching for the context,
Yeah.
and I've been for a while, or I just didn't have time or energy to start anything.
Yeah.
But I was writing music a lot when I was in the university.
Yeah.
And then after the
Did you
last,
record your like the exam concert?
I
the
have a
final?
really crappy
All right.
Zoom recording.
Okay, so no like official recording.
No. Which is
It's too bad.
Yeah, that's something I could. I wish I would have recorded that.
That music was really cool. It was like, it was very interesting to hear.
Yeah, I was very pleased with that. With that concert, and then but after that it's like I've been typical sideman bassist for many years, and just writing the occasional tune. I'm searching for the right context.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. It feels also maybe like sort of it's always hard when you have. I didn't really start writing lots of music until I sort of all of the bands that I played in sort of was put on ice simultaneously. There was like, and all of a sudden I had all this time, and I felt sorry about myself, so I needed to do something. And but when you're working a lot with different things, and when you always have stuff going on, it's not like it's for everyone. It's hard to just sit down and write music.
Yeah, I mean, I think it seems like some people or some musicians have that thing where I need to write music, or I'm always writing music, but that was never the case for me. I really enjoy writing music, but it takes like a real I need to like, okay, now I'm gonna sit down and write some music, and then no music comes for a long time, and then I mean, when I was writing music, for example, like my last year of when I was writing music for this exam concert, I always felt like a big part of it was just putting in the time, and even though nothing came out, like the time spent trying to do something was also a big part of it. Like allowing the process to be what it had to be. And I think I just need to find a place where I can allow that again, and that's, I mean, something you also have to prioritize and feel that you have the
and then to balance that with like income and everything also.
Exactly,
like,
income.
Like saying no to a bunch of well-paid gigs just to be able to sit and try to write some music.
That's irresponsible.
Yeah, that's irresponsible for sure. No, but let's put on something that you've written here. We have a couple of stuff over the years. This is very nice from the big band thing.
All right.
Can I put that on?
Yeah, of course.
We did this, both me and Viktor, of course, got picked the same year to be part of this collaboration project with this big band, Bohuslän Big Band in Gothenburg, and we got to play some music with them. And you brought one of your own tunes, which is this one that is on in the background right now. Niklas Ryd wrote an incredible arrangement. Yeah,
fantastic,
super nice. So this is one of your wonderful compositions.
This one has
it's
been
a bass intro, right?
Yeah. But this song was like one of very few I wrote in the last couple of years.
All right, yeah.
Or I've used it in a lot of different settings.
Yeah, okay.
So it's almost been like
it's your hit. It's your big.
Yeah. Or I don't know. It's somehow Maria, my girlfriend, she found a score of this when she was cleaning, and then she put it on my desk, and for some reason it became like a joke, because it's like every time I played one of my tunes, it was Fröhlichgasse 21. It was like I don't know. The tune somehow in my mind became somewhat of a joke.
Well, that's too bad. Maybe we should switch.
I mean, I don't mind it's just the feeling of.
Yeah, I understand.
So I wrote one tune.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do have some more here with the Bone Machine.
Yeah, that's good.
Which one is yours on the first album?
I wrote Clara's Vals.
Oh, that's one of my favorites on that album.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah.
And also, was it that one?
No, Faun.
Faun too, also. Yeah. And Räva Kärr on the second album.
Yeah. I think that's the only one on
Wasn't
the second.
the Waltz yours as well? The Wonder Waltz?
I think that's Kalle.
All right.
Maybe.
And also from the first Order Boogie System album, you did
the El Dorado Exploring Expedition.
Yeah, that's a cool song too. Yeah, and a bunch of stuff, probably. But I hope that you will record your music someday.
Well, thank you. That's nice to know that someone.
I will buy the record for sure.
That's so. I have a reason.
Yes,
to do it.
Yeah, you can sell one album.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Or I might, if it's on Spotify, I might listen on it there.
That's okay.
No, I won't. I of course buy your music. Nice. Yeah, and you also branched out a little bit lately. Got yourself a sommelier license.
Degree. I don't know. Yeah.
So you
it was also a pandemic project.
Yeah.
I was working at Systembolaget for all you international.
Yeah, all of the international people who are watching this.
The monopoly of selling alcohol in Sweden.
Yeah, there's only one store you can buy stronger alcohol in.
Yeah. So that was my side job for a few years, and I developed strong interest in wine.
Yeah.
And then during the pandemic, I took a 1-year course.
Yeah. And you've been working a bit since with some stuff
to fill in when the freelance jobs are sparse.
Yeah.
So I've been working a little bit in a Swedish vineyard for a while.
Yeah.
As a guide, kind of
nice
thing, and then I'm working now and then on a urban winery here in Gothenburg.
Yeah,
Wine mechanics.
Wine mechanics. You still work there sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't been there for a long time, but now I have some downtime.
Yeah.
Freelance wise in April and May, so I'm gonna be there for some days.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I always felt that like doing something else besides music is I like that.
Yeah, I get that.
I feel like I enjoy meeting some people that are not so full of the things
of themselves.
I was trying not to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something I always felt that doing something different gave me something.
Yeah.
I don't always know what,
No.
but yeah,
It's nice.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, getting outside of your bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, and meeting people with
Yeah.
some different perspectives
Mhm.
and talking about other things than just music
Yeah.
and all of the jargon and inside jokes
Mhm,
and
yeah.
stuff that's usually comes with doing this, like the
Yeah.
music thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the sense of feeling like having a workplace,
Yeah.
or yeah.
Yeah, going somewhere and actually working and
And it's very satisfying to the work I do. Like when I work at the restaurant, it's a very, it starts at one time and it ends at a specific hour,
Yeah.
and then it really ends.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, your work day actually stops at some point.
Yeah.
Doesn't just go on into
Yeah.
the next morning. It's my wife messaging me that she has paid our taxes.
That's good news.
Yeah, that's good news. That's what we do here in Sweden.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pay our taxes.
Pay taxes and buy alcohol at the state monopoly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the good life.
It's the good life.
Yeah, it is for sure. Nice. What else do you have cooking these days? Anything to add?
Anything to add? I don't know. Do you think we should?
Don't know. Do you? What do you think about the new Grand Finale band album?
We have to talk about
To touch on it,
of course.
at least.
I think it's gonna be an international hit.
Oh my God!
Box office
Yes.
hit.
Box office. Hit.
I don't know if is that for movies? Box office.
Or boxes.
Boxes.
Or?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's movies, right?
Movies.
I don't know.
I think no. I'm really looking forward to hearing and seeing the final product.
Yeah.
How,
It's you can hear it now if you want to.
yeah, but I wanna
the
hold it at the
yeah.
same time.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Did you? We had a small photo session
Yeah.
the other week.
Yeah.
Could you use anything?
I did use one of the photos for I can show you. I did use one of the photos for the inside
Okay.
of the album.
Nice.
But I did do some. I did change it a little bit. This was the first draft that I did for the cover of the album.
Ooh, damn. That's yeah.
But it felt so violent.
Wow.
I made the axe, my little plastic axe, super big.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So and then I changed the background for some picture of a forest fire. Yeah, to make it a bit more over the top.
That's over the top.
Yes,
Yep.
for sure. But I didn't end up using that. So I think that for the actual cover, this is the thing. So
Cool.
it's just the logo with the forest fire background,
Once
kind
more.
of. And
Nice.
then I did use. Let's see. I did do. No, not that one. This. No, not that one. It's the same. Not that one. This is like the inside. And I changed the axe for sort of a Gandalf staff instead. Because I thought it was so, I don't know, the axe felt violent
Yeah.
or something, I don't know.
So, yeah, you've done some work to the image.
I have, yes, I have. but
good.
I do think that's fun.
That was yeah, of course.
But the photos themselves were also really good. There are some very good photos.
Yeah, we had some. We had a nice day, at least.
Yeah. Did we though?
I don't know. It was
very
cold
it was
and
very nice.
rainy.
Yeah. But it was very befitting the theme of the pictures.
Yeah.
But it's always a nice day when I get to spend time with you.
Oh, of course.
Oh, yes, of course. But the photos were I really think they turned out really well.
Yeah.
Actually.
Nice.
But I do enjoy sort of tampering with stuff.
Of course.
I can't,
that was always
I can't help
the
myself.
plan.
Not with pictures or music or anything.
Yeah. I was wondering how much percussion did you end up?
Very little actually.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot less than previous albums. Actually, I just did on the one track, the bad track.
Yeah.
There's 1 tracks of like shakers and 1 tracks of castagnettes. Yeah, but that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I remember the one album we did many years ago.
Yeah.
With the band Water Boogie System.
Yeah.
And then like we recorded in a studio, and then you said I might want to add just a bit of percussion.
Yeah.
And then you got the raw files, and then you you sent us like a couple of weeks later. You sent so I added some percussion, and there was so much percussion on every tune.
Yeah.
And it was really nice, but then we maybe I think you also felt that you maybe needed to tune it back a bit.
I might have gone slightly overboard with the percussion. It was like a small it was like a rather large samba orchestra playing over all the tunes.
And so now I always think about that when I see I saw you on that you were in the studio again adding some percussion, and I was like, here we go again.
Yeah, let's see. But I managed to restrain myself this time. Actually,
I have no doubt.
Yeah, but I think that sort of with this record, it sounds it feels like it's the most sort of lively one thus far. Also,
nice.
Production-wise, I think it's it sounds a bit more open than the other ones. Even though I did sort of smash it in the mix and master, but apart from that, it's
smash it.
Yeah.
What do you mean smash?
Just like compressed it and
smashed it.
Like did it
smashed it out of the park.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But,
so did you land in did you a good compromise in the end?
Yeah, I think so.
Sound wise?
Yeah, I think so. It sounds sort of I hope so. I like the way it sounds, but it's also very hard when you've listened to it like 50 times.
Of course.
To even know how it sounds anymore. But when I compare it to the major or the Rustik Musik albums, it sounds much more sort of like there's people in a room playing music.
Cool.
Even though it's like fairly heavy-handed with the mix. But I mean, music that's not mixed like that sounds it doesn't sound natural to me, which is weird, I guess, but it's like music that's just clean, it sounds unnatural.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it's because I've listened to so much like music that's so heavily produced and like a lot of rock music and metal music and stuff that's always like totally smashed. And so when recording, and sometimes when you record stuff and you get the mixes back and it's sort of a nice jazz recording, I always feel like it sounds like no one is like playing. It's like super quiet and everything's just like but it's a preference thing, of course. But when I hear mixes like that, it's like it feels like no one's like everything. It's like super quiet. Even if people are playing like super loud, it just feels like it's like really, really quiet in the
Yeah.
background. But that's nice too.
You need to see some red on the
Yeah, exactly.
on the meters.
Yeah, exactly. It's been peaking somewhat, I think, during this interview. So that's a good thing.
I think we've also been peaking.
We've been peaking certainly
during this interview.
And I can show you my compressor here for our voices. It's fairly aggressive, I would say. Or is it?
I think you have some mixing to do here also.
I might have that. Yes.
You're peaking.
I'm peaking. It's true. Oh no, I forgot to put the compressor on your voice.
But I think I was I'm such a mellow boy.
You're a mellow boy. Yes, that's true. But you can see how my compressor is working here. It's quite aggressive.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But you don't have a compressor on right now, so I will fix that.
I'm sorry.
I will fix that in post, as you say.
Fix it in post.
Yeah. Fix it in the mix.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I don't. Well, I feel like I know everything about you now.
Yeah.
And there's some stuff that I will keep for myself too. Yes.
Happy to be a part of this band.
Yes, happy to have you on the Grand Finale Oddcast. This is probably the 3rd episode, I think, or something. And
is it on?
It's on
Acast.
Acast, is that a thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Spotify.
know.
It's also for.
Okay, it's not on Spotify, no.
No.
It's on Instagram and YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can watch it there if you want to, or don't. You can listen to the music when it comes out too, or don't. But I urge you to, because it's nice. Okay.
So many possibilities.
So they are endless
They
for
are
sure.
endless.
Yes. Okay. Should we say goodbye?
Let's.
Yes. Goodbye.